The best thing about having a van is you can recreate your favourite scenes from the best movie of all time, Point Break. And I will do that at the end of this video. Hello everybody, it's Lurgs here, welcome to my channel, and today the Volkswagen T5 Kombi, things that I love about it. Right, let's get cracking. Before we get started, there's a link above now about the things that I hate about the Volkswagen T5 Kombi. But I don't even know why I made that video, and if I was you, I wouldn't even bother going and watching it because this van is superb. But it might be useful if you're thinking of buying one second hand. And then for the first minute or so, we'll just go for a lovely little drive. Now this particular model is the Volkswagen T5 Transporter Kombi 2-litre turbo injection with a 6-speed gearbox. And one of the things I really love about driving this van is the visibility. And although my missus would rather have a car, even she admits that the visibility in the van when you're driving it is absolutely fantastic. Just allows you to see over the top of any other cars when you're pulling out of a junction. And on the road, the Volkswagen T5 Kombi just drives really nice. And in the back we've got the 3 seats, and these fold down, which I'll show you a bit later on, and we've got lots of space in the back. And we've got nice armrests on the driver and passenger side, and again I'll show you these a bit later. So the driving position is just really nice. Everything's adjustable, the steering wheel and the seat. Again, I'll show you that a bit later on. This is the one with the 6-speed gearbox, and it's absolutely super smooth. Now in my 33 years of driving and riding motorcycles, but mostly driving vehicles, I have to say that the Volkswagen T5 is one of my favourite vehicles to drive. It's just really nice and smooth, plenty of power and great visibility, and loads of space in the back. I mean, there's a bit of wind noise and road noise, but not as much as you'd expect. And here we are doing 70 miles an hour in 6th gear, and we're cruising at 2000 RPM. The good thing about this particular model is it's got hill hold. So if you pull up on a hill and you put your foot on the brake and then you push the clutch down, put it into 1st gear, and you're waiting to pull away, you do not need to pull the handbrake up. It will hold it on the hill. And then as soon as you push the accelerator and release the clutch, then off you go. Really handy little feature, that. On this particular model, you can also turn off the anti-skid control. This is really useful if you want to hack it around some motor racing track. Basically, the anti-skid device is on all the time, and it's designed to maintain your traction when you're just driving around on a slippery surface. But there might be situations when you want to turn it off and have complete control yourself. Anyway, that's enough of the driving. Let's just pull over and show you inside and around the van. And there's a link above now about the fuse box locations and how to check the fuses on this van. Now on my particular model, I've got the rear tailgate, not the rear doors, and this is really useful if you go out on a really windy day like I am today, going out for a bit of a surf. And this is me here on a wave. You come back, it's really windy, it's freezing cold. You can park up your van, open the tailgate, and you've just got a bit of protection from the wind and the rain. Also, that's really beneficial if you're camping, say, or you're having a barbecue. You can just lift that tailgate up, and if it's raining, you can just stay out of the wet. Grab a bit of shelter. And then once you finish, close the tailgate and get changed in the back of the van. Get the heating on and get all nice and toasty. Okay, so now we're inside the back of the van. On my Kombi, we've got the 3 seats on the back, a 2 and a 1. So you can pull this strap here, and this double seat folds down. This gives you lots of extra room. That single seat also folds down. I'll show you that in a minute. So this is me with my 9'6" longboard in here, and it just goes straight in. And unless you're an absolutely mega tall basketball player, you're going to have lots of room in the back, plenty of leg room. And there's a link above now about how to reset the service light on your Volkswagen T5. On the Volkswagen T5, you've got twin sliding doors, one on either side. Now this is absolutely fantastic. If you've got children in the back and you're parked up on a busy road, they can get out of either side, so they can get straight out onto the pavement no matter what side you've parked on. Now this single seat actually lifts forward with this lever here, gives you a bit more access, and this single seat does actually remove out of the chassis. You can just lift that lever up and lift it out. You will be able to lift the single seat out on your own, but the double seat you will need help because it is so heavy. On this particular model, I've got the rear reversing parking sensors, and you've got 4 on here. So as soon as you put it into reverse, that kicks in, and you can see it on the display in the middle, and it gives you an actual diagram of what is close to you. So I'm reversing up to a large brick wall, and it's showing me how close I am. So if we just get out the back, you can see how close I've got. And that is so useful. I would never be without a van or a vehicle now without rear parking sensors. And on this van, I've also got air conditioning, which is absolutely fantastic. And in fact, I've just replaced the pollen filter on this van, and there's a link above now about how to do that. We've also got driver and passenger airbags just to make you feel a little bit safer. Now I know it is a given, but this van's got electric windows which you can put up and down on either side. And also you've got electrically operated wing mirrors. Now what you can do is you can actually adjust each mirror just by moving that joystick up and down. So you can either adjust the passenger side or the driver side. And these mirrors are also electrically heated. So if you put the rear demister on and you've got the knob in the middle there, then it will actually demist them. You can also fold them up, so if you're parked in a tight space or on a tight road, it just stops them getting bashed off. Oh, hello. And as I spoke about earlier, the driving position is fully adjustable, so you can adjust the seats and the steering wheel. And I'll just show you that now. So this driver's seat here, you can either lower it if you're super duper tall, maybe you're a basketball player. But if you've got really short legs and you're not a basketball player, then likewise you can just pump that lever the opposite way. Now we've got nice armrests here, so it's a really nice driving position. You can move the seat in and out, backwards and forwards with this lever here. You just pull that. You've got the armrests on passenger and driver side. And you can adjust the backrest as well, backwards and forwards, so you can get the ultimate driving position. And you can also adjust the steering wheel. And there's a link above now about how to do that. On this particular model, we've got the side windows in the rear on both sides, and these just slide open. You've got this catch in the middle. And as you slide it back, you can lock it into those holes in whatever position you want. So you pull these levers here, which I have to say are a bit flimsy. And you can lock it in 1, 2, 3, 4 or all the way back. Now a word of warning here, these windows are the worst inventions ever and they will leak. There is nothing you can do about it, they will leak. Apparently this is the same on the Volkswagen T6 as well. They still haven't managed to fix the issue. But it is still nice to be able to get those side windows open and get some fresh air in. On this particular model, we've got alloy wheels all round, and we've also got disc brakes all round, front and rear, so the stopping power is really good. And spoiler alert coming up, this van has got a spoiler. And you've also got the high LED brake light up there. I'll just show you that here. There we go. You can see the brake light at the top, just underneath the spoiler. Now on this model, we've also got 6 tie down points. So if you're carrying lots of luggage in the back or something pretty hefty, you can tie it down to these tie down points. You've got 6 of these, 2 at the front, 2 in the middle and 2 at the back. I'm always using those to tie down if I've got bikes in the back or things like that. We've also got 4 speakers on this van, 2 in the front dash and 2 in the doors. These are absolutely fine. We've also got a rear vent on the pillar here, so you can get all toasty in the back. And very importantly, we've got a drinks holder and your 12-volt cigarette lighter, but not for lighting cigarettes because we don't do that. And we've also got a vanity mirror on both sides. So if you're feeling particularly vain, you can get ready using the vanity mirror. Also, we've got our sunglasses holder. Superb. And we've also got these grab handles here in case you're absolutely careering around some racetrack. Now, I can't use this side because that is where Animal lives. And we've also got a nice feature here, just an anti-theft device on the fuel. You cannot open the fuel cap door unless the door is unlocked and open. And the best thing about having a van, recreating your favourite scenes from Point Break. Little Hand says it's time to rock and roll. I love this fucking job. Bodie, this is your wake-up call, man. I am an FBI agent. Look at them, like some kind of tribe, got their own language. You can't just walk up to those guys. You have to get out there, learn the moves, get into their head, pick up the speech. And I hope you enjoyed watching that as much as I enjoyed making it. Everyone that's cool has got a van. B.A. Baracus from the A-Team, obviously Bodie from Point Break, and Scooby-Doo. It's time for a lovely cup of tea. Oh. If you found that video useful, please subscribe by pressing this button down here. I really do appreciate you visiting my channel. And if you'd like to select any other videos around here, that would be really cool. And be sure to hit that bell notification tab.